Oh my God. That is so good. Right, Mal here, Dad's Garage. We are back in the garage again, and we're back with the VL. We did the VT brake upgrade with the discs and the calipers, brake lines, floating hubs, etc. Now we're going to do the important part. So, are they better with the VT brakes? It is, but it really lacks brake pedal feel, and that's one of the big things with the VL that it really lacks from factory. So we're going to whack this VT booster on. We've got all the fittings, we've got all the bits we need. Just need a little bit of time in the shed, and hopefully it all goes well. It is bigger. It's not as pretty. Probably going to take up a little bit more space in there, but it'll give us a lot better braking, which is really important before we start doing the turbo upgrade. Yep, so which is coming next. So do make sure you subscribe if you want to watch this thing. Get on the dyno next Saturday to find out what it is, NA. Then we're going to do a turbo upgrade. Then we're going to put it on the dyno and just see what does a VL with a pretty stock turbo upgrade, high flow turbo, that's the only change really. Stock injectors, stock ECU, everything else is stock, crossover pipe. What power will we get? Do put in the comments what you think we're going to get. Let's get into this. Wayne's going to turn up shortly. Actually, I think he's got his VL today. He's got the new motor, 600 horse, 550 horse or something. Automotive, who's actually going to look after us with the, Justin from there is going to look after us with the dyno next week, which is fantastic. He hasn't been well, so we couldn't do it this week. So now he's not doing the build. So when it goes wrong, it's not his fault. He has given us a bit of advice. He's been fantastic. JW Automotives, which is Justin down at Ormo, I believe. So, right, let's get this thing happening. Let's get the video going. There's my compressor, so that must be time. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, obviously, we're just going to take all the fluid out of the master cylinder reservoir there. Start undoing the lines, make a bit of a mess there. Then start unbolting a few things to give us a bit more space. Might take the master off first, and then might have to take the tank out just to get a bit more room. I'll have a look and see how we go. I'll just cover a few things up so we don't make too much of a mess. Certainly don't want brake fluid everywhere. She's pretty dirty, yes. Got myself a little spot set up. I'm just going to use the Sucker 2000 just to dispose of the oil. Takes a little while, but I think I've got a bigger one somewhere. Think I can find it? No. Alright, so if you didn't see what parts we need, if you check out the last video, it's got the, we went through everything that you needed. We're running the VT booster, that's metal, a bit bigger, a bit uglier to be honest. You can do VRVS, I believe. They work really well, that's what I've been told. But they are plastic, which I don't really mind. But anyway, I ended up with the VT. Ray from Knight's Brakes and Boosters helped me out with that. He rebuilt it as well. And a VT master cylinder, thanks to Wayne, who actually helped with a lot of the parts for the turbo conversion. We got the 10mm. Yeah, perfect. Now, I've got two sets of brake line spanners, One is the Force, which Dylan's actually got him for when he does a mechanical apprenticeship. The Force is not a top brand, but I tell you, these fit. All right, for the plug underneath, I could only see the clip on one side, this side, so I was trying to pull the thing off, but it's got a clip both sides. You just flick that out straight off. All right. For the losers like me that don't know what they're doing, not losers. Just I don't know if it's leaking, but anyway, it was still holding vacuum when I pulled it off, so I've taken that off. Obviously all the brake lines, emptied out the reservoir, taken off there's a line that was going across for the squirters, unplugged the master cylinder. There's two plugs there. One of them is for the windscreen washer, other one is for the master cylinder. That's all. These clips are all very brittle on the VL. That's what I'm finding is a lot of the problems I'm having, electrical problems, are just little clips aren't locking in and creating a few issues. So see how we go with that. We'll ignore that. I'm going to take out this water reservoir just to give us a bit more room, probably a bit better for the video as well. You can see what's going on. Yeah, not sure if it's the best way to do it. Just got the, I think it was a 16 in the end, and this little angled fitting thing, extension, the Milwaukee. Pretty simple to get the master off, I think. Again, don't know if it's the right way to do it. It's the way we do it. All right, nearly got this undone. So I've just got the just on the pedal. Just got to unclip the pedal. Oh, hang on, I think it's unclipped itself. All right, okay. Nope, it hasn't. All right, I'll unclip the pedal. That'll probably fall down and something will get damaged. Now, fitting in a footwell of a VL at my age is not fun. Getting that, oh, there it is, okay. All right, getting that off. Oh, is there one more thing to do? I think you just gotta try to get it off. This is where two people comes in handy. Okay, so apparently this is the clip that's on the brake pedal. And I don't know what the easy way to get that off is, hardly any room in there is, but anyway, 15 minutes later, it's still on. Let's see how we go. Oh, I think that might be enough. Sorry about all the noise. Woo! Trying to fit the very unfit old man in a... Ah, there we go. Now, getting this out. Tell you what, if this one's hard to get out, I don't know what the woo! There we go. Rightio. That's it out. There you go. Let's have a look at the difference in size. This is going to be fun. We'll give it a crack. Wayne will be here soon. I got no idea what I'm doing. I think I got this the right way, so there is a slight angle on it. Yeah, let's hope I got it the right way. Now there is a distance between this plate and the hole, which you have to adjust on the VT. I'll put that distance in the description of the video. What I believe to be the distance anyway. We had to have these measurements very, very bloody specific, and I had two brackets and they were slightly different. So this is perfect for the measurements that that we've got. So we've changed the bracket. Wayne's going to put the other really good bracket on his car. Eventually, one of his cars, he's just got another VL, and then we'll use this one. So we'll see how this goes. See, she gets very tight in here. Alrighty. They're in the holes. I don't know whether they're solid.
Yeah, she's got to get it over the...
Oh, yep.
The brake hill.
Yeah, the booster's the hard part. Alright.
And then cover it before you let it back off.
We're just using it. Right, are you on? You always go early?
Yep.
Yeah. Now what I found the best way to bleed the brakes is get some people that know what they're doing. So Ken is trying to hide. This is what I prepared earlier. Just showed me how to do it. So you're going to put some fluid in. I normally don't brake, I don't do anything properly. Get rid of that bug for one. How much we need in here? Not much?
No, fill it right up.
Fill it right up. Alright, there you go, that'll do for now. Alright, so we're just going to, in there,
Just
hold
Just you cover both lines.
Yep.
Just cover it and just slowly in because it's going to squirt everywhere out there.
Yeah,
So just slowly in.
Okay. Try to cover them.
Yep. And yeah, when you let it back out, just try and cover the holes.
Okay. Yep. Alright, so these are the adapters which come off eBay, so they're simple as. So just make sure that the different, because it's a different flare. So these just got the 3 fittings here. And basically, the standard VL line should just go straight on there. That's the theory, eh? Everything works in theory. Alright, I'll bolt them on and then get it in there. Last ones would have been good. Alright, now we've got to bend these. That's the bigger one, so that's got to go there. And that's a fair bit of bending. Alright, so we're going to bolt on this little beauty, which basically holds the master cylinder from pushing the firewall through the front of the car. Apparently not the easiest thing in the world, but ours seems to line up alright. Kinda. Not really. There's only one way you can go, eh? So, alright, we'll see how it goes. I don't know what his problem was, eh? And he's over there looking at me like...
How many gears does it take to put on the bracket?
Yeah. Getting these in is going to be the problem. Oh, that's good. Holy sick.
You can use it.
Oh. There's no comparison to what it was. Like, that is awesome. Look, my stereo fell out. Hit the kebab. So, like, they feel like a real car, like a normal car. That is chalk and cheese. That is. So the VL discs and rotors and everything else, they gave it, I guess, better. You knew you had more brake there, but you still lost that. Didn't have that feel, right? So you had to push harder to get that brake to. Now with this booster and master cylinder on a VT, you just big toe, like a normal car. Just push your big toe on it, lean on it, and you're braking. And you can definitely tell, like that first little touch, you've started braking already, and then the second, like that second slight push again, just with the big toe, you're braking. So, and I think you still got to bleed them yet properly. Like that's bench bled, and probably a little bit of air just in the top of the lines, eh? So, anyway, VT on VL brake upgrade is awesome. We'll tidy it up a little bit, and then yeah, that's great. So what's got to go next, Wayne?
Turbo.
Oh, what? Okay, let's do that. Actually, next we're going to throw it on the dyno. I'm actually really keen to see what an NA 140,000 kilometres, that's probably not true, a VL will do. What's your number? What do you reckon? Horsepowers at the wheels?
100 to 120.
That's a big gap, mate. Come on.
110 then.
110. All right, you're at 110. What do you reckon, Sam?
I'll do 114.
All right. Well, I went 120. I'm actually thinking 118. And then, how much do you think we will add with the turbo setup we've got?
240, 250.
So you're adding 120, 130 or something?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm saying add 100, so go 120 to 220. And what do you reckon, Sam? What are we going to add? What was yours? 114, did you say?
I don't know. I'm undecided.
Well, you got to commit.
Well, we know the turbo does 320.
Yeah. I reckon, I don't know, 240. What did you say, Wayne?
Yeah, 220, 240, yeah, around there.
Come on, get closer. That's 20 horsepower. Come
I'll
on.
do 230.
230 and you're 240, won't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well the injectors will probably start running out 250 anyway, right? So we're going to go stock injectors, so that's probably 250 max, I reckon. We'll keep the boost down because the motor is not built, plus she's an old motor. So we're going to keep that down to say, I don't know, 8, something like that. But Justin at JW Automotives will probably guide us on what's safe. And then, yeah, we'll throw it back on the dyno after we do the NA and with the turbo bolted on and then see what it does. That's actually pretty cool to see what you go from NA to turbo. So, all right, that's Dad's Garage. I think we'll check it out there. Thanks, Wayne. Thanks, Sam, for all your help. And actually, Ken dropped in as well. So Ken gave us a bit of a hand to lead the, just to lead the master, which is good. Ken's a mechanic, and he pops in quite often, actually, just to help out. So, thanks very much. All right, thank you. Okay, we've got the Turbosmart boost gauge. That's also got a little fitting that's designed to go straight into the dash of the VL. Can't remember where I got that from, but I will put that in, that was just eBay or something. I will put the little note of where that came from, and I think you got this one with Superformance organised this for me as well. Thank you, Superformance. I thought while the booster's out, a bit more room, I'll just run this and so we can get that boost gauge connected up once we're got some boost. So we're starting to put the boost gauge in. I thought I'll get that going before we start the turbo conversion. So I've just bought one of these little from Revtech. Yeah, Revtech. So it's a little. It just fits into the dash here. So I've just used it as a template for the 51mm hole. Do need to get the Dremel and just do a little bit of tidying up. And then yeah, start wiring in the boosty boost gauge. Okay, so we've installed the boost gauge. So what I did there, obviously, just did the earth back in here, and then found the lighting wire, which already had something cut into it, not very well, but cut into this mess behind the stereo. So yeah, lights on, gauge on.
Turn it off.
What's
Wait.
that?
Wait.